So if you are considering going into YouTubing, there are things that I wish I knew starting out. There's a lot of copyright issues with like using covers and using Disney songs, and you can sometimes get away with it. But it's important that you create the minus track yourself. We ended up buying one from iTunes, and then the people that made the minus track from iTunes claimed it, and it also was claimed by Disney. So if you're trying to make a living off of it, it's hard as people are trying to take away from it. But one thing that you can do to help is sign up with a multi-channel network. There's a few. We're signed up with Maker Studios, and they've been great, and they're owned by Disney. And but also MCNs or multi-channel networks can be dangerous, so be aware of that. They take a percentage, and they will offer things in return. Maybe they'll give you more views, but in the end, you're still not, if you're trying to make money, you're still not getting, you're getting less money than you would have started out with. I still get a lot of spam of MCNs reaching out to me and saying like, hey, join this group, join this. And so you really just need to make sure that you research it before you join anything. And there's even with the MCN we've signed with, there are things that we've kind of had to struggle to figure out what's the best way of going about it. And so they actually, I'm actually not sure how they did it, but they reached out to me personally through my email, and so I took a little more time in seeing them and noticing them, because they made the effort to personally email me. And so that was something I was like, okay, so these people are probably not just trying to get my money. They actually want to try to help me grow. And we called them, and then they explained everything they did, and that you would have a manager and stuff. And so MCNs, they're all different. It's still kind of a new field, but there's definitely there are definitely perks to having MCNs, and there's also some cons. So just studying it beforehand is an important thing to do. Being involved in the MCN, it helps having that protection, because if someone is claiming your music, the MCN cares, because it's also taking their money as well, and so they're fighting for it as well. So with copyrights, it helps. It also helps our channel. We've had people reach out and want to do sponsorships, and so our MCN's looking out like, oh, JCPenney wants to do a sponsorship with you guys, or they just need a family of vloggers, and so will you guys do it? And so there's some cool things that can come that way through an MCN, and then they just kind of help push your channel and get it growing. Or they sometimes have sometimes you sign up and you get new features for new analytics, new music libraries, new social networking apps to track who's commenting on your stuff. So there's some cool things that can come with joining an MCN.